Time to go.
A moment, if you would. Are you two the famous Traveler and Paimon by any chance?
We sure are! And who are you?
My name is Wikas, a member of the Academia Extravaganza Planning Committee. Have you two heard of this festival? Is that so? Since you're both interested, would you mind if I gave you a brief explanation of the event? The gala is held annually. During this time, on the other hand, the championship is held this year. The gala is being held alongside.
Got it! Cool! Thanks a bunch for the detail.
You're most welcome. Answering questions.
Huh? Need our help us?
Well, let me begin by saying that this year's Academia Extravaganza is of Lesser Lord Kusanali and the sages came up with a plan for the Academia to. As such, we've invited. I've heard that the two of you are famous across both the rainforest and desert.
Exactly! Or
No need to worry. The championship participants have already been selected. There's no pressure. Just follow each match and enjoy the festival.
That kinda sounds like a sweet deal.
You can head over to the festival venue later. An organizer there will introduce each participant. Some of them even might be people you recognize. I'll leave it. So, how about it?
Wow,
The main event venue is at the championship is going to begin soon.
Alrighty, off we go!
Welcome, one and all, to the Academia Extravaganza! Now then, allow me to reveal the prizes for this iteration of the Inter-Darshan Championship. Fabulous monetary rewards, research funds, a limited edition Genius Invocation TCG card, and the right to wear the
She should be Karina, right? Looks like she's in the middle of something. Let's wait till—
The Diadem of Knowledge. What a perfect work.
Every time I see it, I feel like I'm
I believe that most of you have already seen the diadem. 20 years ago, a researcher named Sachin bought it for the generous championship prizes are also sourced from his sponsorship. Before we begin, allow me to express our gratitude to this researcher, who cannot be with us right now.
Things can only go from bad to worse. Human nature begets conflict, and conflict begets ruin. From the beginning, the seeds of wickedness have been.
Hey, stop spacing out! Paimon called out to you, but you didn't respond. You okay? Did you stay up late without telling Paimon?
All right. I'm sure we're all more than ready for the championship to begin. Now then, let's invite our 6 Darshan representatives. Representing Amorta, Tighnari! Representing Spontamod, Cyno! Representing Ratawahist, Layla! Representing Haravatat, Faruzan! Representing Kasharawar, Kaveh! And for Vahumana... Huh? Is Vahumana's representative not here yet?
These introductions are pointless. Let's just get this over with.
Wait a sec.
Finally, our final contestant is Vahumana's representative, Hat Guy!
Oh, so that's Hat Guy. I think I've seen him before.
You know who he is?
I've heard that he's a researcher from a different country who nominally belongs to Vahumana. Word is that he's written a lot of political analyses. His manner of speech hasn't made him popular amongst most other Vahumana researchers, but his comings and goings are quite irregular, so he doesn't interact with others much.
Aside from his more controversial aspects, his perspectives are considered quite incisive. Vahumana has seen a dearth of new talent lately, and some of its existing ones are not currently at the academia, so I suspect he might have been their only option.
It's just kinda weird. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd...
Now that we have our 6 contestants, the championship will soon... Who will triumph this time around? Hold on to your hats, because we're all on this ride together.
Huh. We really do know a lot of the contestants. Oh, right! We're guest commentators, aren't we? Let's go ask them when we go say hi. What?
Just call me Hat Guy. That's the name I use in Vahumana.
That sounds like a nickname, not a real name.
So I can't go by a simple, ordinary name?
Fine, suit yourself. All right then, Hat Guy. Why are you taking part in the Inter-Darshan Championship? We're specially invited guest commentators, so play nice and answer our questions.
You could be Matra for all I care. So what if I don't answer you? What then?
You...
I'll tell you this much. I have an agreement with someone not to reveal my motives.
You're not plotting something...
Well, it's hard to say. What?
Ugh, Paimon's had it with you. Fine, be that way. Then we won't ask you why you're participating. Instead...
You two sure like to poke your noses where they don't belong. I heard that the Vahumana researcher named Akaba was researching the Tatarasuna incident. So I wrote a few essays. Later, when I was bored, I wrote some commentary on societal issues in Inazuma. I didn't expect Vahumana to consider me as one of them. From start to finish, it was just the wishful thinking of idiots. A misunderstanding. But when Lesser Lord Kusanali heard about this, enough chit-chat. You're better off wasting your time with the other... Someone's about to...
How is anyone supposed to relax with you? We've got... Kaveh! Faruzan!
Huh? Oh, it's you. Why are you here?
We're here as specially invited guest commentators. Our job is to...
Is that so? In that case, I'll have to trouble you to catch the moment of my triumph on camera.
Remember to shoot from behind at a lower angle. You know, to capture a senior's class.
Don't get ahead of yourself now. Victory will obviously be mine.
You're far too young to even consider challenging me. Kasharawar or Ratawahist, you're all children as far as I'm concerned.
Actually, I was going to ask, how do you know me, Madam Faruzan?
Huh? You don't remember? I sometimes see you in the library at night. You even waved at me.
What? I don't remember doing that at all.
Huh. How strange. However, this is not the time for curiosity. I am Faruzan, a household name in Haravatat. You are Layla for...
Yeah.
Good. Then we are officially introduced. I like respectful ones, by the way. Would you like to join my research group?
Madam Faruzan, I'm quite sure this counts as poaching. Let's dial things...
I know, but it's been tough getting people these... But once I win this tournament, it'll be...
So you're just here to increase the amount of funding you...
Well, not just that. What? Are you... Well, I suppose that's to be... There's been an influx of newly and... Moreover, research resource...
I'll do my best as well. At least I don't plan to lose too badly. So, why are you here, Layla? I don't know why, but a lot of people recommended me. I didn't sign up myself. Oh, I'm...
Stress not, young one. We must all experience...
But Madam Faruzan...
Seriously? Everyone has such nice reasons for... Must I say?
Yes, you do!
Well... You know, right? I want to buy some property.
Oh, that's right!
What? Al-Haytham? What about him? This has nothing to...
Oh, right. Sorry, Paimon has no idea. So, you want to use the...
Correct. Also, my father took part in the... Once I do, the right to wear...
That's not a bad reason at all. You have ambition. Although your chances with me here aren't great, I believe your father would be...
Not that he'll have the chance to celebrate. My father passed away many years ago.
For you to have experienced such a thing... That must...
It's all in the past now, and life goes on, doesn't it? Let's change topics.
All right. Earlier, you said that you want to use the prize Mora to purchase a home. Where do you live now? Do you live alone?
Well... No, of course not!
Paimon's definitely not involved either! We're gonna go interview other contestants now. Bye!
We meet again, you two.
Hey, Tighnari! We came here to check out this extravaganza event, and then they invited us to be guest commentators.
Is that so? I heard that there would be guest commentators recording the proceedings with cameras, but I didn't expect they'd be you two.
It's a pleasant surprise that you're visiting Sumeru again while I'm still on leave. Because it's always rice to meet stew again.
So, Tighnari, but haven't you both...
I had wondered the same thing. I later found out that anyone...
So that's a rule, huh?
There are some restrictions, though. For example, sages cannot participate. Any given person can only participate in one instance of the championship, and so on.
That's right. Also, there are two methods by which the Darshan representatives are chosen. One is self-nomination, and the other is to be recommended.
You must have been a case of the latter, Tighnari.
I heard that quite a few of your juniors petitioned for your candidacy.
Sometimes I wish I could clap a few of them over the head and tell them to spend that time on studying instead.
Well, you can. Next month, we're having a public lecture on ecology. I'm not that concerned about becoming the champion.
Yes. This year's card is a rare one indeed.
Wait, is it some kind of super...
No, it's a very common one.
So...
It's very cool.
Paimon meant apart from being very cool.
That is reason enough.
Someone who doesn't...
Fair enough. Alright, let's go find someone else to question. Looks like Karina's got a moment now. Let's go chat with her.
You must be the guest commentator. I saw you two having quite the lively conversation, so I thought...
We were actually looking for you, too!
Excellent! Then please allow me to explain. First, please take... The first item is a custom camera from the Academia. Please use it to record... The second is an event-specific locator that will...
Wow! What a convenient little thing!
Aside from you two, there are 2 other commentators. However, they will remain by the commentators area and will not be following the contest. Speaking of which, you probably know that...
Oh, it's them! We have to...
Well, don't let me keep you, unless you have any questions for me. Why do you ask? Really? I didn't see any... Strange.
Paimon didn't see anyone...
Hey, Traveler. Paimon. Long time no see.
Dehya! Candance! You two are here as well!
So they're 2 friends of yours. In that case, I'll take my leave. May you all have a wonderful time during the extravaganza.
The Academia sent us both invitations, so Dehya suggested that we come together. The villagers were also encouraging me to travel outside the village. I couldn't find it in myself to turn them down.
We're here now, so no point dwelling on that. Even though this extravaganza isn't a holiday or anything, it's still a big deal here in Sumeru. Merchants from all over will set up shop. There'll be tons of stuff to eat, use, and wear, more than you can count. I'm already set on helping you buy 2 new outfits. I mean, who wears the same thing at work and home anyway?
I'm looking forward to it.
So, Traveler, Paimon, you 2 want to come with?
We'd love to, but we've got work to do right now.
Aw, that's a shame. Let's hang out together when you're free then.
Sure!
In that case, Candace and I'll head out first. Good clothing and fabrics are very much in demand. If you snooze, you lose. Oh, right. We should also get some...
No need to rush. I think we'll have a better time if we take things slow. See you 2 later. Feel free to come find us whenever you have the time.
Paimon didn't think that Candace and Dehya would come. Hanging out with them sounds like a great time. Still...
I will now announce the rules for the first round of the competition. Please listen carefully. During the opening ceremony, Academia staff released several cages of butterflies, and many of them are now fluttering within Sumeru City. Amongst these butterflies, 3 of them will be special swiftflies. They have a different appearance and also fly a little faster. Your objective this round is to find a swiftfly and bring it to me. 3 points will be awarded to the first participant to return. That is all for the first round. Should you require clarification on anything, please ask any of the other staff.
Alhaitham's all business. That said, how did he...
Finding 3 specific butterflies in a place as large as Sumeru City sounds...
If these swiftflies behave anything like regular butterflies...
I'm off. It will take some time to search every corner of Sumeru City.
Huh? You're going just like that?
A champion walks the road to victory.
My dear Kasharawar Jr., I have a plan. How about some cooperation between you and me?
Cooperation?
Looks like everyone's got their own plans for this toughie. We're supposed to go on stage next, right? Huh? Wait a minute. Look, He seems to be observing the other contestants. We were right not to let our guard down.
Do you remember those things we made previously?
Huh? You mean...
It's time for them to shine.
It looks like Farzuan and Kaveh have some secret...
Oh, hello there. Madame Faruzan and I are...
Shh! Hush now! The walls have ears around here. We should keep it a secret for now. But you'll find out what we have. Come now, let's go.
All right, there's no time to lose. We're off to make our preparation.
This is basically what I'll need. Do you think you'll have any difficulties?
I have most of the reagents with me, and I can buy the rest. Kale, you're here too! Tighnari, you...
My hypothesis is that the swiftfly's morphological variations won't significantly affect their fundamental nature. So I'm planning on using this to lure them out. Of course, I could be wrong. Every mutation opens the door to new possibilities. Details will have to wait until after the post-experience.
Okay, see ya! Hey, Layla!
Yeah, I have no idea what I should do. What color? Oh, I can't even figure out these basic questions and most of what I've learned in the past.
Aren't people who research the stars supposed to have some extraordinary abilities? Why not use astrology to solve it?
Oh, you're another
Is it that you can't use astrology during the day?
No, it's not like that. If it's daytime, all I need is an astrolabe.
So, why don't you do that then?
Mona Magistus, the astrologist, said that those who constantly use astrology to obtain things that shouldn't be theirs will eventually lose the blessing from the stars. It's just something I read in an
You're overthinking it. Power is just a tool. It just seems to me that you don't have the resolve to win this.
Hey! Seriously?
Did I say something wrong just now? Thank you so much. To be honest, I've always been pretty good at observation, and if I'm fortunate...
Lord Cyno seems to have found a swiftfly. Come on.
Really? Where?
The butterfly flew up high.
Oh, no time to lose.
As expected of Cyno. I'll head into the city shortly to start my...
Alright, in that case, let's go see Cyno first.
The wind knows me.
We found you, Cyno! Oh, wait, is that a swiftfly?
Stay put. Don't move.
He caught it! Huh? Cyno?
This isn't what I'm looking for. It's a...
Finally, I made it. I heard that you caught a swiftfly, Cyno. Mind letting... Hold on. Isn't this the mechanical bait that I released earlier?
Wait a minute. If we consider this from a different angle, isn't it a good thing that the bait you made was convincing enough to fool even Cyno?
That's right. During a previous interior design project, I felt that the artificial flowers on a wall were a little bland, so I decided on placing in order to make them both small and nimble, I consulted with Matt. Not long ago, the two of us took all those mechanical butterflies.
Why would you do that?
Need you even ask? Young people these days really do need to get out more. Have you never played that game where you place strips of paper on a bamboo pole and wave it across a field of flowers to attract a whole kaleidoscope of butterflies?
No, I have... Wait, so...
That's right. The butterflies within the city will mistake our mechanical bait for one of their own and follow them around. As long as we keep releasing and retrieving our bait, we can capture all the butterflies within the city.
Huh.
Do not underestimate the Of course, we also owe much to this fine junior of mine here for making such lifelike butterflies. It seems that...
Well, I just stuck to...
No need to be so polite. Look, one of them is returning now. Huh? Wait a moment. Are my eyes deceiving me?
That's because there are none.
Looks like the match continues.
Huh. Come, let's search in the direction the bait returned.
We'll go have a look too.
Wonder if I'll...
Time to go.
Faruzan Kaveh?
So it was the Morta boy.
Tighnari!
Fascinating, isn't it? The butterflies have all congregated here due to a special incense that I infused it with 3 different types of honey, and the butterflies, following the fragrance, have gathered around me.
Butterflies must... Wait, do they even have noses? I've never...
They do not, in fact, and their vision isn't stellar either. However, they can use their antennae to distinguish between scents, and their olfactory senses are generally quite advanced, allowing them to detect floral fragrances from great distances.
Oh, so that's how it is. I had a pet butterfly.
That's normal. Raising butterflies isn't difficult, but there are many things you should... Appropriate temperature, sufficient air, and a spacious environment are examples of such... Most importantly, you must curb your curiosity and avoid disturbing them while they rest.
Sorry.
Humans tend to rear many creatures due to their aesthetic value. Caring for living beings is hard work. Impulse alone is in...
You sure do know a lot.
I have a question too. I bought a scarab not long ago and it hasn't seemed very active. Can you help me figure out why?
I'd like to keep a dustbird as a pet. What are some key points I should consider?
Is it possible to keep a Rishbalin tiger as a pet?
All right, it seems like you all have a great deal of questions. But I am in the middle of the Inter-Darshan Championship at the moment, so I'm afraid I can't answer them all now. Let me propose an alternative. Next month, there will be a biology lecture at Gandharvaville, and I will be sharing some interesting insights on living organisms there. If you're interested, you can attend that lecture, and if you should have any questions, just prepare them ahead of time. I'll answer questions after I've finished speaking.
All right, I'll be there.
Of course, please try to ask more rational questions. For example, whether you can raise a Rishbalin tiger as a pet or not is mainly dependent on whether you can overcome one in a fight.
Looks like Tighnari's science lecture will draw quite a crowd.
Huh? Oh. Was I listening in for that long? Seems Kale's master does live up to his title as a teacher.
Madam Faruzan, I've had a look around. Nearly all the butterflies in this area have been attracted by the incense. However, we can cast our bait further away to avoid this area.
All right, then let's get moving. We shan't let all the butterflies get away from us if we can help it.
Seems like the competition's really heating up. Let's go see how the other contestants are doing.
Time to go.
searching for quite a while now, but I haven't seen any sign of the swiftflies yet. Instead, I ended up catching a few mechanical devices that looked very similar to butterflies. I wonder where they came from.
Looks like Farzuan and Kaveh's devices are everywhere now.
I'll keep up the search. That said, I've noticed that a number of butterflies in the city is probably because the other contestants are...
What's this?
Oh, what a coincidence. I guess I just need... please wait.
It's so fast! Paimon thought I'll hate them. No, come on, Traveler. Let's go too. The locator's going off. Looks like someone's already caught themselves a swiftfly. The locator's going off again. So, someone else finished too? That would mean that the one Layla's chasing is the last swiftfly.
Oh, it just occurred to me that we should also get you a makeup box.
No, it's fine. I don't think I'll end up using it.
Maybe you won't, but it doesn't hurt to have one, right? Come on, just trust me on this one. Huh? Who are you, and what do you want?
Please, don't move.
Don't move? Who sent you?
Dehya.
Don't worry, I can handle this. Now, tell me, what do you want?
I believe she's looking for this. Here.
A butterfly? Was it on my head?
Oh, you're...
It's been a while, Layla.
A friend of yours? Oh, so she must be the one you were telling me about.
Huh? You two know each other?
Oh yeah, it has been some time. The first time I ever woke up after sleepwalking, I somehow found myself in Arc...
That's right. She didn't look well, so I gave her something to eat. She said a lot of complicated things about astrology, the night sky, the stars. Not sure I understood it all, but it sounded pretty enchanting. Right. Do you still want this butterfly? It seems like it's of little use to me, but if you don't want...
Just let her have it. It's no big deal.
The swiftfly was flying so fast, but you...
It didn't seem that quick, really. It was actually...
Anyway, sorry about the butterfly thing. With the way you suddenly came running over like that. Huh. On second thought, I guess I've never seen an assassin that looks tired with dark bags around their eyes. Oh, you must be taking part in the championship. Take it from...
I'll do what I can. The thing...
We'll be on our way then. See you later.
Alrighty, let's bring the swiftfly...
It seems we have a third contestant who has returned with a swift. With that, the first round has come to an end. I anticipate that...
Your closing statement sounded so...
Well, you could certainly stand to try being more decisive, Nilou. It would help you...
Hang on a second. Who were the first two?
Tighnari was first, and as for the second, it's being discussed right now.
Hey, Alhaitham, I think I've come up with a good idea. Second place gets 2 points, right? Can't Madame Faruzan and I split the...
Quite the imagination you have there. I've read the championship handbook from cover to cover, and I never saw any rule which permits...
Then we can just act...
Do you really think I'd do that?
Oh, come on, you're not going...
Well, you're free to send the organizing committee an application...
3 working days? It'll be too late by...
Unfortunately for you, even dreaming is gonna cost you.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. Kaveh and Faruzan found the second swiftfly together.
Oh well, the rules are the rules. Since you call me madam and...
So I'll put the points under Kaveh's name then?
No. You might be alright with that, but I can't...
I don't have any problem. But if you insist, I have another method. We can... What? Is there something wrong with...
No.
All right. I'll get the paper needed for...
Oh.
I'm sorry, but it appears that luck was...
No, you do deserve it. I'm just lamenting my bad luck.
Indeed. It's rare to see anyone with such terrible luck be so willing to decide victory via...
And what would you know about that?
We can save bickering for later. Record the points under Faruzan, and the second round will be held in the desert. We'll be moving our... Let's meet up in Aru village once everything... Till then, you have some free time. I'm off the clock at this point, so it's farewell for now.
Wait, Alhaitham!
Don't be upset, Kaveh.
Oh, so that's how it works. I'll win the next round. You'll...
Looks like you've managed to pick yourself back up, young man. Good.
I'm no stranger to the desert.
So the current standings are Tighnari in first place, Faruzan in second, and Layla in third. Guess we should also take a nice break before the next round starts. But where should we go first?
Why, you two look a little lost. If you're not sure where to start enjoying the Academia extravaganza, then may I suggest that you have a chat with our boss?
Your boss? Who's that? Do we know them?
Well, only the most famous merchant in all of Sumeru, Lord Sangamo Bay.
Oh, you mean Dori!
Precisely. Our boss sent me to inform you two that she'll be waiting for you at Sumeru City's North Gate.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it. Time to go.
Take it easy.
Oh, well, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon.
Hey, Dori! Are you here to attend the Academia
Of course! People are This is one of the entrances into the city, and it's very close to the Wisdom Gala booths. There'll be an endless stream of customers. I can already hear the Mora going clink, clink, clink as they fill my coin pouch. Well, is there anything you'd like to purchase? We've got everything. Well, wait, we're celebrating the extravaganza and you're only... The Wisdom Gala is about... And just between us, I have some super booster supplements for...
No thanks, we'll pay. Anyway, Paimon just wants some...
Alright.
Well...
Let me see.
This is a huge job, isn't it?
If this works out, we'll be set.
Here you go. 2 servings of touching. See? I told you there's nothing Lord Sangamabay can't procure.
Yay! Huh? What are you... Oh? Who? Someone we know?
Was it someone suspicious?
Huh? What's happening?
I don't know who you saw just now, but I do have some hard-to-come-by information about the
Navigating the world is a whole lot. Easier with a few different identities to choose from.
Bountiful harvest every year.
Time to go. One with nature. Time to go. Cheer!
Is it me, or are the bags under your eyes even darker than during the last round? Are you alright?
Thanks for the concern, Kaveh. Even though I try to fall asleep, I can't get the...
I know the feeling.
Do you have any tips for...
To be honest with you, no. You could say... I suppose you can think of it as something akin to an illness. I don't know what's stressing you out.
Oh, okay.
Looks like everyone's here. I will now explain the second round to you all. There are 3 ley line disruptors buried in the area around Aru village. These devices can... The first 3 who manage to finish... Note that each...
Well, what do you think? Want to team up again? I shall consider letting you have the points on account of what happened in the previous round.
That's all right. I've been here many times, and in any case, machines are one of my specialties.
It's good to see such confidence in a youngster like yourself. But aside from us, you should remember that there's a favorite for...
A favorite to win? Who is it?
Shh! Not so loud. I mean that boy Tighnari. He took first place in the previous round. That boy knows a great deal.
That's true.
He already has Kale, who is an excellent pupil. As his senior, it's my solemn duty to prevent such an inequitable...
I'll get going as well. See you later.
How are you feeling?
I think I'm okay, but I'll take things slowly for now.
Is this all the water we're getting?
Sorry. That's what the rules say. Well, this round seems to be about how quick...
I knew it'd be harder than I had expected. So we'll either need to...
You're welcome. Please.
Well, there goes everybody. So, who should we visit this time? Oh, right! Didn't Faruzan...
Into the wind!
Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
The sun is especially intense. Probably not.
Time to go.
Tighnari! Can you hear us? You're right! Huh? Tighnari, are you okay?
It's so hot.
Oh, so you passed out because of the heat. Are you not used to getting around in the desert?
That's right. I usually bring lots of water when I go to the desert, precisely to avoid... I went through all my water very quickly, and with the effects of... My ancestors, the Veluka Shuna, were originally from the desert. But I guess this is what happens when a species migrates. They become...
This isn't the time for a history...
Humans. Such fragile beings. Your bodies can't even survive extreme change. Here, take...
Are you serious? This had better be just normal water. Paimon really doesn't get that good.
I'm feeling a little better now.
Oh, it wasn't just the two.
Found you at last. I was concerned, so I came back to check on you. Will you be able to go on?
The fur on my tail is so dry, it's practically been singed right off. I don't see any... It appears I'm not suited to this particular round. I should probably just return to...
Really? So you're...
Yes. I do have my results in the first round to serve as a buffer, so even if I forfeit this round, I still... Withdrawing now will allow me to conserve my energy, continuing to...
A wise decision.
Oh, stop! Tighnari, do you want to rest some more?
There's some shade here, so we...
all right.
Oh, Cyno and Tighnari. And you've got the...
Oh, hey, Layla!
Yeah, the sun... What about you?
Unfortunately not. I'm not quite...
Withdraw?
I believe the rules do provide for such a situation. Al-Haytham did say that the act of leaving the competition...
Didn't I ask you if you were alright before this? If you had just decided to withdraw then, you wouldn't have had to suffer.
Well, I had to try, didn't I? So, when I get back, By the way, you're Layla, aren't you?
I did feel a little faint when I first entered the desert.
Be careful not to put...
don't...
Feeling the pressure?
Uh-huh.
Your expression is similar to the ones I see on criminals' faces.
To tell you the truth, I'm still not sure. Most people voted for me. Even the people who usually criticize me voted for me this...
So their expectations are put...
yes. Actually...
To be completely honest, Firstly, those who expect things from you. Next, we are researchers. Our primary... As for me, I took part in... I think you can also try to find...
I've still got some water with me.
No, I'll be alright. We aren't...
Yes.
Hey, don't talk...
I'll continue searching for the ley line disruptor.
Are you feeling better now?
Yeah, I feel like some of the way... It's been a long time. All sorts. When I was chosen as my Darshan's representative... Yeah, I think that's... You're our...
That's right!
That said, anyway...
True. We should go look for the others.
You could go see how Madame Far...
Okay, let's go look...
Time to go.
Hey there, Faruzan. Have you made any progress?
You're just...
Oh, you found...
Not long after entering the desert, I discovered a primal construct that was acting abnormally. So once I got near here, it suddenly just...
You're a true expert.
Well, I do happen to have more experience.
Nope, not yet.
Well then, I suppose I'll be the first. Oh?
He's not used to being out and about.
I didn't think he would have such a weakness. What about the others? Is that Ratau?
Tighnari gave Layla some advice and...
And what about Kaveh?
Paimon doesn't think so, or...
Strange. What's he lollygagging for? With his skills, you should have heard something. Well, I'm afraid the most thrilling moments are already done here. You should probably go find Kaveh and see...
Come on, stop following me! I already gave you all the food I had on me. You can cry all you want. I don't have any more food. Without water, traveling in the desert will be incredibly difficult. Merak, can you help me out here? Keep them away.
Kaveh, there you are! Faruzan told us to come see how you're doing.
Just thinking about it makes me upset. I don't know why, but they didn't leave the competition ground. The moment they saw me, they wouldn't leave me alone. They even cheated me out of my limited food supply. Hey, didn't I ask you to keep them away?
Kaveh, is this flying metal
That's right. This is my...
Your toolbox? Huh. It seems pretty fancy. Hey...
Sometimes I need to carry things when I go out.
Well, this definitely doesn't look like an ordinary toolbox.
It's a long story. When I was working in the... it was clearly from King Deshret's civilization. His technology still isn't fully Our current theories cannot explain such... Some time back, I wanted to make an automated case that could store my offloaded items. It can't understand commands. Most importantly, it... Oh, yes. Thanks for helping hide... I hope this season of my life ends soon, so I can get things back. Things just started going downhill at some point. Or maybe it's... Now that I think about it, it's not like any of you asked to be trapped in the Layla.
Kaveh, aren't you going to...
Yes, but I can't... Oh, forget... Time's a-wasting. I'm off.
Kaveh looks like he's conflicted. He really wants to win, but he can't ignore those he wants to help. Paimon's always felt like he's the type who... Paimon doesn't mean this in an insulting way, but he seems like the kind of guy who'd be really easy to take advantage of. Whoa, someone's done already! Paimon also wants to know...
Take it easy.
Time to go.
Verification complete.
Ooh, so Cyno was the quickest.
I am from Spontamon, after all. We know a lot about ley line.
Since the Traveler and Paimon also happen to be here, do you have anything you want to say?
Anything I want to say. The bonds of yesterday will forge the road to tomorrow. That's a line from King of Invocations, one of my favorite works.
It might be a good thing that Tighnari isn't here, or else he'd give Cyno a good...
Oh, wow. It's already so late. Everyone's probably running low on...
Something similar happened in King of Invocation.
Any thoughts on that all?
I have...
Mew obviously wasn't asking about...
Deserts are much more dangerous at night, so this competition should be nearing its...
I wonder who the next person to find a disruptor...
Wait, only 3 people are left?
He also forfeited not long ago.
Ugh, Paimon can't understand what... Like Al-Haytham said, this round...
Time to go.
Hello again. You know, it's suddenly... Really? The desert's getting colder now that... has it...
Cyno's already...
I circled the whole... But I did have... Well, my fellow Ratawa has... But be that as it may, and I want to live up... Huh? That may not sound...
Well, that's great!
Also, but the competition isn't over yet.
Wait, you're...
Good to see you too. Ooh, it's nice. Well, since I'm here, I guess I should help her finish this. What are we... Let me see. Come with me, you two. Do you ever get the feeling that the ley lines have a regular flow? Similar to the way that celestial bodies follow fixed orbits. If we were looking down from on high, I wonder whether we'd find that the ley lines are just the reflections of the stars upon the Earth. Not all astrological phenomena can be directly observed. Some are deductions based on other details that we know. It's the same situation with the ley lines. The parts of them that are hidden underground can be identified via elemental energy, sound, and other phenomena. Plus, now that someone has shut one of the disruptors down, the contrast between before and after can provide me with further information still. Let me see. It should be here, I think.
One with nature.
This should be it, right? I'll turn it off. That should restore the ley lines in the area to normal.
Nice work!
Again, I didn't do any of the... Will you...
Oh, time to check her...
Perhaps they're about to...
What?
Before the second round, he had... But the way I see it, Kaveh, meanwhile, knows what he wants. He doesn't have a second personality, but somehow he's still... I don't know exactly how... Still, who knows? But back to the topic of wrapping up.
Oh, true. Kaveh and Faruzan were super confident at the start, but it turns out they're the last ones to find it. But between the two of them, who's going to get there first? Let's head over quick.
Should be around here.
Finally found it.
Kaveh?
Oh, Madame Faruzan. And here...
Faruzan Kaveh! Oh, looks like...
I didn't expect that you and I...
Tighnari and Hakai forfeited. Huh?
Yes, I kept digging, but instead of I fell down pretty deep and it was completely dark in there. It took me quite some—
That's...
Finishing a week's worth of trials in such a short time.
What about you? Why are you—
I encountered a lot of lost desert foxes along the way, and I brought them to the outskirts of the competition zone. When I woke up, it was already night.
A most curious reason indeed. But are you sure you're all right? You said you were familiar with the
The way I did things.
Youths these days. But back to the main issue at hand. Since we are both very certain that this is where the final ley line disruptor is, let's dig it. Well, this is indeed it. Of that... What is it, youngster? You see—
Oh, nothing. I was just thinking that there shouldn't be any more innocent creatures getting wrapped up in danger. As for the points, I guess we can draw lots again later. I can't think of anything better.
Alright, in that case, let's all head back to Aru Village. Paimon thinks you'll both need some water and rest.
Time to go.
Looks like the second round is over. I wonder who is faster, Kaveh or Madame Faruzan? Huh? Where's Madame Faruzan?
She went to get water. She'll be back shortly. We basically are...
You get caught up in something...
I'm not caught up in anything!
Really? Then should I say that you have...
I'll go get the box and slips of paper for the lots. Please wait a moment.
Oh, here we go again.
I got it!
Congratulations!
Looks like Kaveh's luck's taking a turn for—
Oh, finally!
It looks like you've been rewarded for your tribulations and...
And with that, our second round is done. As for the current standings, let me see. Cyno and Layla both have 4 points. The next round will be the final one. Please rest up. I heard that some stalls at the Wisdom Gala are debuting new games, so feel free.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it. This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Time to go. Time to go.
It feels like something's been on your mind this entire time.
Traveler, Paimon. I finally found you.
Finally?
Don't you feel like there's something off about this year's Academia Extravaganza? When Candace and I were at the cafe earlier, we might have caught sight, but no disguise can mask the stench of blood. Just from their suspicion.
We eavesdropped on them for a while.
Sachin? Isn't that the He's apparently the sponsor behind the competition.
Sounds like a rich person. The Eremites have been struggling to make ends meet recently. In their words, one gig said,
The extravaganza has brought many tourists to Sumeru City all at once, so it's likely that they took advantage of the bustle to sneak in. Dia and I wanted to directly capture them, but they were on guard and made some excuse to slip away.
I would have tied him up if it wouldn't have caused a scene. Who's legally supposed to take care of this kind of thing? The Matra or the Core of 30?
If Cyno were here, he'd definitely get involved. Why don't we head over to the Academia and tell Matra? Thanks a million, you two.
Not at all. It was coincidence on our part as well.
Yeah, don't sweat it. The Eremite's reputation is gonna get even worse if these scumbags succeed. But this is Sumeru City. Candace and I don't have as much freedom to act here, so we're leaving this in your hands.
Should you require our aid, come find us at the cafe.
Paimon's noticed that something's bugging you. Is it the extravaganza? 'Cause Paimon's starting to think that there's more than meets the eye here, too. But thinking like this isn't doing...
Hello, both. It's been a while. Do you have any issues to report? Someone's planning to kidnap Sachin. Goodness. Though I suppose it's not all that surprising. The growing popularity of the extravaganza...
Well, since he's got a target...
To tell you the truth, we've thought about doing just that. However, our only lead is something he once said. Assuming he remains committed to that
So, they shouldn't know we're...
I would assume not. Don't you worry. A couple of kidnappers aren't gonna... All of that said, the sooner we ascertain his whereabouts, the quicker...
Fair point. Guess we should...
None, I'm afraid. He's never committed any crime. I've heard that Alhaitham has now stepped down from his post as acting Grand Sage and is back to being the scribe again. Maybe...
Good idea! Okay, we'll head back to the
Are you sure you found the correct semantic field for these ancient runes?
Time to go. Time to go.
Haytham?
We're trying to track...
Oh, I see. He's always the first to leave after the competition ends.
Huh.
Let me think. To be honest, he doesn't seem very interested in the extravaganza, so he probably doesn't stick around longer than he has to. To him, being a commentator is just extra work he was roped into. Do you guys know of any places he'd go after work? There's still...
Oh, here's a thought. Maybe Paimon remembers that his house isn't that far from here.
Yeah.
The wind knows me.
Let's try knocking. No answer? Maybe no one's home. Hello?
Oh, it's you.
Oh, Kaveh, you're home!
Come on in. I'll get the door.
We didn't hear a peep when we first knocked. We thought no one was home.
Well, I can't be too careful. If someone from the academia came here looking for Al-Haytham, and I opened the door for them without thinking, before long the whole city would know that I'm living here.
You're pretty conscientious about this, huh? So, what happens if
It's fine, as long as I stay in my own room. Anyway, why would someone just barge in?
Fair enough.
What do you think? Who knows what he does in his free time? All that matters to me is... I wouldn't call it that. I told him how the second round went. I won the lot draw, remember? But him, being him... Oh, you wouldn't believe what he said! You're always quick to remind me that you're my upperclassman, and yet you do not problem solve, and he didn't stop. I'd encourage you to reflect... I've had it with him. Anyway, the disdain is very much... See those perfectly hung...
Wait, you're...
Well, obviously, I've got my new place picked out already. I now know what I have to do to achieve this goal.
Well, we'll be real...
In what way?
Layla said that she...
Meaning what exactly?
Oh, we didn't say that. But think about it. You say you want to win, but you also turned Faruzan down when she offered to give you her points. Plus, you took it upon yourself to help those desert foxes.
Wait, what's so unusual about all that? I gave you my reasons. I would have felt guilty otherwise. Where's the conflict in that? Well, when you put it like that, yes, why indeed? It's a good question. I guess it's just in my nature. Plus, if I just did nothing, then there'd be no escaping the blame if something bad came of it later down the line.
But thinking like that all the time...
It's complicated. Look, Sachin. Huh. I remember he brought a few documents home that day. This is... with taking liberty. And anyway, he did ask me. He doesn't leave documents lying around unless he's okay.
Cool, if you say so. A lot of it. So, to sum up, Sachin, he even said that if he really liked one of the contestants, he wouldn't just give them a reward, but his entire estate as well.
What? Are you... all of Sachin's wealth? That's more than I could spend in a lifetime, surely. Heck, if I got chosen, I'd be able to pay off all my debts, then buy a new place, and still have cash to burn. I could build another Palace of Alcazar's array. Except this time, I'd make it 10 times bigger. Oh, then there's that new project in Port Ormos, of course. The bridge renovation. To do it properly would take upwards of...
Hey, snap out of it! You're getting way ahead of yourself there, mister.
You're right. First I need to focus on winning and moving out of this place.
Huh? Wait a moment. There's a loose slip of paper tucked in between these pages. Did Al-Haytham write this? It looks like he was jotting ideas down as he was thinking things over. Let's see. 2 phrases have been circled. Sachin, dead or alive, unknown. And Diadem of Knowledge. Some of this stuff is just plain incomprehensible. Is this written in some other language?
Let me see. Huh. I recognize this script. Give me a second. Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism, but perhaps little decisions can.
Wow! It's so cool that you can actually read this script!
We worked together on a project once when we were students. The title was Decoding the Runes and Architectural Philosophy of the Ruins of King Deshret's Civilization. I had to familiarize myself a little with this script at the time.
Oh, interesting. So, any idea what Al-Haytham meant by all this?
Who knows? The way his mind works is one of the great mysteries of the world.
Fair enough. Well, guess we've learned all we can here. Yeah, Paimon just heard that the Matra have arrested some Eremites who snuck into the city. Maybe they were the ones... Let's go to the Academia and check with Arav!
Ah, you're here. Sorry, I was just about to
What did you find out?
Well, the mercs themselves were surprisingly easy to catch, but then it starts to get messy. During the interrogation...
What?
It's anybody's guess at this point. We're diverting manpower as we speak.
Sure, let's go get... Are you sure this is the right place? Something feels off.
Boss, we got more company.
Look, we were just doing what we were paid to do. You're punishing the wrong people.
What happened? Who beat you all up?
Wait, you...
With who?
First there was this flying brat. Didn't bother asking any questions, just started throwing punches.
I've got the confirmation I needed. This is the one who masterminded this. If you have any questions for him, now's your chance.
So why did you hire people to kidnap Sachin?
What do you think? 20 years ago, he upped. As if that's not bad enough already. He went and put his entire fortune in the care of the academia, along with a contract. That's my inheritance. Of course! Didn't he say he would be here somewhere? So, I figured I'd get some people to nab him. Then I make him change the contract. No, the old fart knows how to stay hidden. I'll give him that. He's I already thought he'd gone mad. Diadem of Knowledge. Well, I can tell you that it's very expensive. Weird things started happening. Also, before donating it to the academia, he once shut himself in that same store. Something was already seriously wrong with him by that point.
What do you mean, something?
I only have a vague memory of it, since I was very young at the time. But I have the impression that he went out. When he finally did return, he was a changed person. He would mumble incomprehensibly and write essays. I asked if I could see what he'd written, but he chased me out of the room. Later, he went out somewhere and took his written essays with him. When he got back, part of me wonders... You can believe me or not. Doesn't matter to me. I told you all I know. But if you do, whatever it is that...
You finished? In that case, come with... Well, we finally caught the guy behind all this. Do you still have any lingering concerns?
Yeah!
Scribe Al-Haytham looked into this matter. Understood. Well, if you believe there to be an issue with the diadem, I'd suggest contacting the org...
That makes sense. Okay, then.
One with nature.
You're finally back. Where have you been? I looked
We were out capturing some bad guys who wanted to kidnap... But that's not important right now. We think there might be something wrong with the Diadem of Knowledge.
The diadem? The Diadem of Knowledge has been used in every extravaganza. Okay, here's the situation. In the third round, considering how... As such, I suspect I'll mark the diadem...
Alright, let's go! That's weird. The locator stopped working. Is the...
follow the wind.
Uh-oh. This place looks empty. Did someone already take it? Well, we might as well head back and see if anyone's turned it in.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry
Oh, looks like Layla has seized the diadem. But getting to the goal won't be easy.
That guy enters the fray.
Faruzan's device has gone haywire.
The competition is heating up. Oh. And here's Kaveh bringing up the rear.
It's Kaveh's toolbox! Throwing the diadem to its owner!
Yes, that's right. Put the diadem in place, and you shall gain all you desire.
Who are you? I need you to get out of my head!
I am confident that you will not disappoint me.
What just happened to me?
Something's wrong.
Come, Kaveh. Come to me.
How do you know my name? Who are you?
I am Sachin. Well, fate is a curious thing. Seeing you reminds me of another I once met. But we meet for the first time, children. But what I mean to say now is of utmost importance. So please, pay attention and bear witness. You have all performed outstandingly in this Inter-Darshan Championship. The Academia has many rare talents among its ranks, and you are the creme of the creme. But if I were to choose a successor, I would choose you, Kaveh.
Me? Similar to you?
Why, yes. Both of us have the miss. 28 years ago, I came to the desert and lived there for 8 full years. What do you think I saw there? Alas, conflict over water sources. robbing of merchant cap. The things I witnessed there tormented me greatly. I wished desperately to find a...
So, did you find a way?
As a Vahumana scholar, I tried to use... I researched history and anthropology, performed countless experiments on human nature, but in the end, I found that the answer it was not possible to simply assign blame for these transgressions. The aim of my research was to draw lessons from it. After this realization, I could no longer see the meaning in anything that I had ever learned. But before I went through with it, a strange twist of fate led me to come into the possession of this diadem, which has the ability to preserve part of one's consciousness. Into it, I placed my experiences before requesting that the Academia manage my...
As I thought, the contract you signed with the Academia was an but if you'd given up hope on this world, why did you feel the need to do this?
I mentioned that I had performed a great many experiments concerning human... The Academia has no shortage of genius talents.
I see. So you desired a successor who was not only a genius, but who also understood the suffering of ordinary people. Such a person would have a clearer understanding of humanity, society, and the world.
Huh?
But did you ever consider that wealth numbs the human heart to the pain in the world? Even an idealist may be incapable of following through on your wishes after inheriting your wealth.
You are highly intelligent. Yet you are not the sort of person who would understand my line of thinking. To me, this is also part of the experiment. Part of my investigation into human nature. Whether my successor suffers as a consequence of my research, or succumbs to an indulgence in pleasure-seeking, my research will have progressed. I grieve the fundamental sickness of the world. I regret the unbearable weight of its history. And this, Kaveh, my dear child.
You're absolutely...
I have faith in what I see in you. Now wear the diadem, Kaveh, and complete the... Will the verdict I reached cause you suffering? Or will this newfound wealth numb your heart? I look forward to your answer. All of my research materials are being stored at all...
Huh? I've heard enough! My life's enough of a mess already. The last thing I need is more suffering. Keep your Mora. I don't need it. Didn't you say that you saw a lot of people in pain? Well, if that's the case, then your wealth can go to them.
Are you all right? Any physical discomfort?
I'm fine. Thanks, Tighnari. Don't worry about me.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Kaveh.
Kaveh may have broken the diadem, but he successfully completed. According to the rules, this makes him the victor of round 3. Points-wise, this also makes him, as the champion and Sachin's personally designated successor, Kaveh has obtained the right for the avoidance of doubt.
Like I said, he thought that the world is a bad place. Well then, let's use what he left behind to change it for the better. Rejecting the world will achieve nothing. He and I, we're not the same.
All right. As the scribe, I will make a record of this incident on file. The sages will contact you in person for details on how exactly Sachin's estate is to be used.
That sounds fine. I don't know if his research findings were right, nor would I know how to finish his research for him. But what I do know is that by ending this here, no contestants will have to suffer. We won't be the last. There will be more championships to come, and countless future scholars will follow in our footsteps. Sachin's words can only cause pain, but not anymore. No one else has to hear them now. We're all scholars here. I know full well that shutting down his views like this is autocratic and arrogant. Fine by me. I'll bear that responsibility. It's the least I can do. And, well...
Well said. What you've expressed is a sense... I say this despite the fact that, in my view, it's quite ridiculous. You have lost... Nevertheless, your perspective is well suited to appearing in a victory speech.
What? Please. Anyway, this isn't the time or place for debates. Keep your
Congratulations, Kaveh. Also, you'll need to prepare for the...
Looks like the ceremony will be held at the main venue. Let's head over and check it out!
Thank you all for your excellent performance. Finally, it gives me great pleasure to invite our champ... Typically at this point, we would crown our champion with the diadem as well as presenting them with their award. However, we have just received word that Kaveh has inherited Sachin's estate.
Sachin's?
So much Mora.
Kaveh's generosity will give many struggling families the Of course, without the diadem and prize money to present, this makes the award ceremony a little more concise than expected. Would you...
I'm not entirely sure what I should say under these circumstances. I'm glad to have won. As for why I want to give them more... Anyway, this isn't really the time and place for such weighty and complicated...
Oh, Kaveh, just one moment. While this is a short and sweet award ceremony, we do still have a prize to present you with. Please take this limited edition Genius Invocation. Additionally, your champion status will be logged in your record. This means that the sages will give priority consideration to any future project proposals.
All right, I'll take the card. But as for...
In that case, I declare the award ceremony over.
I still don't really get it. The sum of Mora would have been enough for me to live...
That just means you're not strange enough to understand the way that geniuses think. Come on.
Glad that's over. I think I'm quite good at giving speech.
Do you mean that you're still...
I suppose.
So you're gonna give it to him?
Why would I do that? It's of...
Whoa! This is a super big deal!
Huh? But I was gonna rest for a while longer. Hey, stop pulling my hair!
What you looking at, Cyno?
I'm still thinking about the Sachin issue.
Well, they gave me this limited edition Genius Invocation card, and I figured you'd have more use.
But it's a limited edition.
What else would I do with it?
But it's limited edition. Kaveh, are you in trouble? You don't have to do all this. Just tell me what's wrong and...
That's not what I meant at all. Yes, I have all sorts of problems, but that has absolutely nothing to do with this card. I'll figure...
All right. But now that I realize that you have no concept of its value, I cannot simply... How about this? I shall buy it from...
Oh, come on. It's just one card. How much could it really be worth?
1 million more at the very least.
How?
$1 million more?
If you feel that's too low.
1 million more for a card?
Not every card is this valuable, and some cards are exquisitely designed, but not rare.
Huh. Well, but really, it's fine.
Don't feel bad.
You don't spend all your savings on your hobbies, do you? You should watch...
Sounds like you're speaking from personal experience.
I don't...
In that case, maybe you're the one who should be listening to your advice. In any case, I, Cyno, will take this precious card, and it shall join the deck of destiny. Kaveh, come with...
All right, if you insist. Far be it from me to refuse your...
Well, this is what... Paimon went...
One with nature.
I'm telling you, you can't go wrong taking advice from me on what to wear. Back in the day, my fashion style was considered cutting edge by everyone in the academia.
Really? Well, then...
Faruzan! Nilu! Even Dia and Candance are here! What are you all up...
Candace and I bumped into these two while we were strolling. Madame Faruzan here's pretty...
I don't really see anything. Let's go with the plain fabric as our base. And embroider red and pink flowers on. Oh, and some green leaves.
Oh, wait a sec. You sure that's the latest style? That sounds a lot like what the older folks back home would wear.
Don't worry. This style is a timeless classic.
No thanks. This...
Wait. If you don't mind, how about I pick some clothes out for everyone? It's not often that we get to meet up, especially since Candace rarely makes it to Sumeru City. Also,
Sure.
I'll come with you to have a look. One always has to keep on top of what the youth of
Madame Faruzan? Come quick! She's over here!
Who are you?
We're new.
Of course I do.
That's great! We can...
I'm from Haravatat.
Huh? But you seem like an expert in machines. Wait, sorry. I remember now. Oh, their classes are so boring.
I knew it. What about you? Aren't you going to leave with your friend?
I think you're amazing, Madame Faruzan. I can take the class you...
I see. You're a good egg, child. Don't...
Thank you so much.
I don't quite understand what happened there, but congratulations.
Traveler, Paimon, would you two like to come and pick out...
Sorry, we can't. Oh, by the way, have any of you seen...
I don't know where Hat Guy went. We just saw Layla, but she was hanging out...
We're Talahis students. They must be the one... Oh, she didn't...
If you don't come to Sumeru City, and of course, since you're putting this on your body, you need to consider the type of fabric the clothes are made from. Some materials...
Agreed. After all...
Wait, sorry, ma'am, but
I actually think the style recommended by Madame Far...
Isn't it just? You...
Take it easy.
The wind knows me. Time to go. Time to go.
I'm sorry, everyone. I could have done better in the third round.
Oh, stop it. If you're going to beat yourself up...
I didn't see the whole thing, but you were the only... And I heard that you actually found the diadem first in round 3. You came so close.
That can't be true. Getting points off them is a...
Thanks a lot.
Come on, don't be so hard on yourself. Let's go. Cheer up, Layla.
Looks like things are going well for Layla. This is great.
Are you sure you have enough to cover this?
Don't worry. I budgeted very carefully, and this is well within my means. Anyway, I've lost count of how many times you've treated me. It's Oh, Traveler! Paimon! Over here!
Ooh, look at all this! Good food, here we go!
I heard that you went to see the other contestants. How's everyone?
Faruzan found herself a student.
Al-Haytham's gone missing in action, too. Huh. The one time I'm that guy. What the heck? Well, whatever.
You shocked me a little when you hurled the diadem to the ground. On further reflection, of course, it made sense, but...
Sachin's voice started talking to me inside my head from the moment I picked it up. I could feel he bombarded me with it. Like I was saying at the time, his views are not necessarily completely without value. But if
his forbidden research were to spread in a harmful form and cause people to suffer...
I think you did the right thing. I suppose another way to approach it would have been to claim that you agreed to inherit his research, but give up the research as soon as you've inherited the wealth. I won't comment on his theories or experiments, but I don't believe that he was careless in his choice of candidate. He chose you. That means he knew what he was doing.
Perhaps. I just think that if you accept someone else's things, you should honor their wishes.
That's a good thing. It means that you have integrity.
Thank you, oh my god, thank you. See, you get me, Kale. It's a good thing Al-Haytham isn't here right now. He'd be quick to explain why you're wrong.
Seems like you always include him in the conversation, even when he isn't here.
Yep. No dinner with Kaveh is complete without a few words about Al-Haytham.
I sense that all...
He's here.
He lives rent-free in each of our hearts.
Oh, that was horrifying. It literally sent chills down my spine.
Good thing you didn't say that before we started eating.
All right, enough about all Hatham.
I did, in the first round, in fact. Word of mouth proved very effective. I spoke to... Oh, are you free next month? You should...
About what?
Just play to your strengths.
Oh, well, that's no problem. Has everyone...
I'm full. Paimon's super full, too.
Yeah, we should do this more often.
Sounds good. We should pick a few up.
There are other good places...
Kaveh, do you have plans after this?
I was thinking of maybe going to the academia for some alone time. Nothing set in stone, though. Why do you ask?
Not drunk.
Since ever...
Eager to show off your new limited edition...
Not to show off. This is my way of thanking you for your help.
All right, sure. I didn't bring my deck with me.
Actually, Master,
Don't tell me you've been spending all your study hours...
Come on, no need to be so stern. They do say that your innate interests are your best...
It looks like this Inter-Darshan Championships are... All that stuff with Sachin and the... Oh, right! Yeah, Sachin said that he... It might be dangerous if... Holy smokes, you're right! He said he spent all the time... All right, then.
to go.
Didn't expect to run into you here.
Oh, hey, them. And
Sachin's notes? Yes. I came across his profile while I was organizing some documents and became interested in his... If it wasn't for that, I never would have agreed to...
wait! Are you alright?
I think you may have misunderstood something. The reason Sachin chose that architect to inherit his research was that only he could really empathize with both the calamity and the humanity. Only one who resonates with these Empathy is a double-edged sword. Empaths have many friends, and their wide social circle comes with certain...
Why's that?
All important things in life involve other people. As such, if you really want to achieve your goals, you have to be prepared to make enemies, and that reality is like the material...
So, what are your...
As a scholar, Sachin won. He laid the blame for the dark...
So...
That is not a question. All I will say is that the world is not built. Lofty ideals by their own choice. I've never been able to agree. But sadly... Alright.
Wait, so you came...
Get together?
Guess what?
Then I'm sure he packed up the leftovers for me. See ya.
And there he goes. Well, it seems like he really wasn't affected by this research. He said that Traveler, Paimon, you're already here. Nahida! Oh, and that guy. Wait, so you asked him to take part in the... Yes, it was me. Are you... Did you know that there was something wrong with the diadem? Because Sachin's research is... These are the crystallization of... So instead...
Seriously? I think you can stop calling me that.
Why? Don't you... Well, anyway, if Sachin's chosen successor hadn't been able to handle...
And after all that, the person Sachin chose turned his nose up at his life's work. Pretty hilarious.
I was also hoping that this could be an opportunity for you to learn how to
That wasn't necessary.
Nahida, what Some people only see the mushroom on the shroomboar's back, and they can... Others see only the shroomboar's body, and they declare that a shroomboar is a boar. Still others look deeper inside, and these conclusions are all correct in their own way, but none of them objectively describe the shroomboar. Paimon kinda gets it. The world is the same way. No one, not even I included, can understand it in its entirety. All of us, within the confines of our limited knowledge. So, in truth, the most important thing is, ultimately, my duty as the god of wisdom is to guide...
That was a long speech. So what are you actually going to do?
Because Kaveh has this... But even though Sachin's research could be considered negative wisdom, it is still a building. I also look forward to the...
Vahumana. I don't remember signing up to become...
Oh boy, here we go. You think so? I hope that you're I will reveal your final...
20 years ago, I was very young then, and I remember. So he said, "What?" That made me very happy, and I nodded enthusiastically. Later, he left home. For many years, I...
Wait, so the
My father was always... I've tried telling my...